Governor Babajide Sanwoolu in a paternity mess as a woman appears in Delta court and begs him to acknowledge a child. Hello everyone, welcome to Newsport TV. A 47-year-old woman, Grace Moses, today appeared at the Delta State High Court 2, sitting in Efurun, Uvie local government area of the state, urging the Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwoolu, to come and collect his child from her. Grace Moses spoke with newsmen shortly after the court adjourned the case involving the governor and her son, Emmanuel Sanwoolu. My message to Sanwoolu is that he should come and collect his child. The baby is grown up. He's troubling me. If not for God, I would have been dead by now. Grace Moses said because of the pregnancy, she couldn't go to school due to pressure from her mother, who chased her out of the house because they had waited for Sanwoolu to no avail. She said, in her bid to also abort the baby, she drank lime, saying, "You know they come out." Grace Moses says she sold pigs for people and she was paid 150 naira, which she used as upkeep for herself and the child. The baby is now grown and is threatening to delete me if I do not show him his father. The woman claimed she met the governor in 1995 when she was 19 years old. She said Governor Sanwoolu was working with a construction firm at Ugbogo community in Udu local government area at the time. Grace Moses said they began a relationship which resulted in pregnancy, pointing out that the governor took her to a hospital in Agbaho community, Ugeli North local government area, where he terminated the pregnancy. The woman, who spoke in pidgin English, said after a few days, Governor Sanwoolu also had intimacy with her, which resulted in another pregnancy. According to the woman, since then, Mr. Sanwoolu abandoned her and traveled out of the state on the grounds that he was transferred to work in Maiduguri, Borno State. She said she was left to carry the pregnancy and delivery of the baby all alone, without the assistance of Sanwoolu and any member of his family. Grace Moses told her son, Emmanuel Sanwoolu, that his father is not a cripple. Your papa no be cripple, Sanwoolu na him be in name. He uses his left hand for anything. He no dey carry afro. He always dey barb low cuts. Your papa na Yoruba man. He always dey put hand for pockets. Grace Moses noted that up until now, Mr. Babajide Sanwoolu has refused to grant her and the son, Emmanuel Sanwoolu, audience to see him. Also in a chat with newsmen, Emmanuel Sanwoolu, who was at the court on December 6, 2022, said Mr. Babajide Sanwoolu has not reached out to him since that time. He said attempts for him to meet him has been unsuccessful, while noting that it is people that own a child. Emmanuel Sanwoolu said he is not after his father because he has money or is now the governor of Lagos State. He, however, said, I just want to know that this is my father. He said his mother told him how she met his father, Babajide Sanwoolu, many years ago. I am not seeing anybody as my father's relatives. I am bothered about it because my friends are mocking me. Meanwhile, the Delta State High Court 2, sitting in Efurun, Uvie local government area, has adjourned the matter in suite number EHC 148-2022 to February 13, 2023 for hearing of the application before it. Mr. John Aikpopo Martins, counsel to Emmanuel Sanwoolu, and his mother Grace Moses disclosed this to newsmen at the court premises. He said Mr. Babajide Sanwoolu had filed for preliminary objections that he is immune in the matter as a governor. So this is the new scandal that is looming for the current governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwoolu. Now, the question a lot of people are asking is, it's either it's true or not true, which a simple DNA test can prove. And some points should be also asked to say, was he in Delta State as at the time those things happened? In fact, those ones are even lesser questions. The basic thing is for DNA tests to be carried out. We know that sometimes in life, some people might have an encounter of just fling with someone, or those kind of things. And of course, even if you're denying to the world, you know what you've been engaged in. So as somebody who has been elevated to the post of a governor, the first sign of hearing this means that you need to address it holistically, which could have been done in a very subtle manner of sending representatives to him and making it a quiet affair, But a lot of times when, it was a case of who go catch me or whatever, then it becomes so messy as it is now. And for him to be slamming to say immunity covers him as a governor from doing this. Now, the question people are also asking is, if this man, Emmanuel, his alleged son, happens to be as successful, as a Davido, okay, would he still treat him this way? So many dynamics comes up in life, but the major thing is nobody deserves to be neglected as a child, not even an adult, which he is, because Mr. Emmanuel Sanwoolu claims that he's married with children as well. So he still deserves to know his roots, or to know whose child he is, So now, taking a look of all these things, would this affect Sanwoolu's second term bid, or would it not? Also, I think there should be a way of resolving this. A man is not going to be a governor forever. Some people have been governor before now, some people have been president before now, but they are off the scene, because you can never be on the scene forever. What you've done before and during the scene, is what you reap later. Because at that time, now that everybody is going to meet the governor, jumping up and down looking for favors, it's not going to be the same again. Just the way Lieutenant Colonel retired Oladipo Dia said when he celebrated his birthday a few days ago, and the people around him were not even up to 15. And a pressman asked him to say he's been monitoring his birthday for many years. And in those years when he was the number 2 man in the country or whatever, he never had direct access to even speak with him, because there are a lot of press people, influential industrialists, politicians, people in the top cadre of the army and everything. And the man laughed and said, then he was one of the most powerful men in Nigeria, and everybody was always looking for his favor. He would always bring things, throw parties for him. But many years down the line, it's only the few people who he means something to that are surrounding him. I think that's a humbling experience already, and we should all learn from such. The good book says wisdom is profitable to direct, and I hope Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu will be able to just resolve these once and for all. What's your opinion on this? Please share your comments in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching. Do have a lovely day. See you in the next video. Bye for now.